the spread. It's going to all make sense to you in a second, all this healthy food. Because we're talking about Princess Kate and her mom, Carol, who reportedly really slimmed down for that royal wedding with the Dukan diet. It's D-U-K-A-N. It's kind of like the low-carb Atkins diet. And the book on the eating plan just came out a couple weeks ago. It is a big seller. Nutritionist and conditioning coach Ray Wetterlin III joins us now with his take on all of this. And I mean, this is becoming really popular because she was so thin at that royal wedding. Of course, a lot of people are going to want to do that, right?
Yeah, well, not just Kate Middleton, but also Jennifer Lopez, Giselle, Penelope Cruz. They're all known for the weight loss that they've had with this diet. But it's more of a fad. It's more of a trend. It's in now, but it'll be gone later.
Talk to us about, you said there's 4 phases to it. What are they?
Yeah, well, it's basically, it's Atkins diet repackaged together. So it's the Atkins diet of France. So there's a attack phase, which all that consists of anywhere from 5 to 10 days, where you're just consuming protein and oat bran. So you're actually getting fiber that's going to also help with digestion. It's going to keep you satiated because you're eliminating food groups.
Well, can you eat like on the Atkins where they said, go ahead, eat slabs of bacon? Is that still okay, or is it supposed to be?
It's different because now this is in phases. In the Atkins, there's an induction phase, but more than anything, the similarities is because you're still getting into a ketogenic state, where your body's depleted of carbohydrates, so it has to use fat and protein to create energy for the body and help with self-function. So as far as the phases go, so there's that attack phase.
Right.
And then after that, there's a cruise phase. And that's where you can actually have, you still have your oat bran, you have your protein, and then you have vegetables with it.
Okay.
Same thing, you can rotate 5 days of that, and then 5 days of the lean protein with the oat bran. And then from there, you should be losing, at least in the attack phase, so the initial phase, you should be losing anywhere 2 to 3 kilograms a week. It's crazy, but a lot of it is water weight. So that's where this is a yo-yo diet, and you're going to bounce back from it. And then there's a consolidation phase, the third phase, and basically with that is where you can have 2 pieces of bread a day, you can have 1 piece of fruit, you can have some cheese, still the protein, the vegetables, but one of the days per week you have to consume just protein and just the oat bran itself.
And then the last phase?
And then the last phase, which is going to be just your stabilization phase that they say you can carry out for a lifetime. And that's where you can eat whatever you want, 6 days a week, followed by 1 day a week is where you're just consuming just the high protein itself plus the oat bran. In the third phase itself, one rule of thumb is, given the first 2 phases, let's say that you lose, for every pound that you lose, in the third phase, you're going to want to stay in that additional 5 days. You lose 30 pounds in the first 2 phases, you're going to stay in that third phase 150 days before you're in that stabilization so-called phase for the rest of your life.
Which is probably not so practical. You like this, the caveman diet better, right? Give me a little nutshell. What is that?
So the hunter-gatherer diet, basically, that's hot. That's not a trend, the paleo diet. And basically that's lean proteins, it's fruits and vegetables, and it's nuts. What I really love about this diet is there's no gluten, there's no bread, there's no grains, and that's something that's different, set aside from like the Mediterranean diet, which the American Heart Association, they do support that diet, but 70% of Americans have been shown to have gluten sensitivities, and it just causes sluggishness, inflammation, weight gain. There's a whole episode of problems associated with that. So I really like the paleo route with lean protein. You have your vegetables, preferably as far as your perishables go, like your fruits and vegetables. Organic is the way to go, because that way you're not getting things loaded with all the hormones and all the peptides, things like that. And bottom line with it is eat less, move more, breathe more, and have fun with it.
See, now that's what we always hear. We want the magic pill, Ray. It's not going to happen.
There is no magic pill.
All right, fair enough. Thank you. We appreciate you breaking it down for us.
Thank you.
Mark?
Catherine, a quick question though from our crew. Jason wants to know if In-N-Out burgers are covered under the paleo diet.
What do you think? In-N-Out burgers?
In-N-Out burger as a protein burger itself, where you just wrap it in the lettuce.
Animal style.
That's fine, because you're not getting the grain.
There you go.
That works.
That's animal style.
That works.
Okay.
Let's go to In-N-Out after it's 8 o'clock.
Done.
You might be welcome tomorrow morning.